1.
Happy birthday for yesterday, by the way.
Thank you very much.
Before we begin, may I just say, or may I just ask, could I get a thumbs up? Love it.
Like a sort of Tom Wamsgans thumbs up. Yeah.
That's all I live for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did you think this show might be a hit?
I don't know. As an actor, you never really... I mean, it's sort of dangerous. You never really do.
Is it when someone in the street first said to you, "Buckle up, fucklehead"?
Where did he go? Buckle up, fucklehead.
Because if that hasn't happened yet...
It actually hasn't happened.
Not even a cabbie.
No.
Because that's such an opportunity.
Yeah, no, I haven't had buckle up, fucklehead. I had lots of kind of Wamsgans, especially in America. And sometimes I get, Greg! Not that they think I'm Greg, but they know I'm associated with Greg, so they just go, hey, that guy, Greg!
Everybody, this is Craig, by the way.
It's Greg. No?
People sometimes mistakenly call me Craig, too, so I'll answer to both.
Brian, when did you suspect this show might be a success, might be a hit?
As soon as the pitch was made to me by Adam McKay and Jesse Armstrong. The advantage I have over the Yanks is I'd seen the thick of it and the thick of it. And of course, once you've seen that and you know the connection of both Tony Roach and Jesse Armstrong, you know that you're on hiding to nothing. And also, people love dynastic shows. They absolutely love them.
They really do.
And I think I think it really is to do with the age we live in. I think we live in such a depressing time, and a time where we're so unaligned. You know, we're not connected, and I think people suffer from that. And when they see a show like this, a lot of the horror of life falls into place. And they go, oh yes, it's horrible, it's truly horrible.
It's all awful.
It's all awful, and it's very funny. He's selling me things I want at a fair price. So what's next? Fellatio? I never thought that in all my 60 years in this business that I'd reach a point where this would... somebody once said to me when I was a young actor, they said, you know, Brian, for you it's going to be the long game.
Uh-huh.
And it really has become the long game. You know, it's quite extraordinary in that sense. And you know, I owe Succession so much, but then they owe me so much as well.
I so agree. I was wondering whether you were aware of the fact that it's now entered pop culture on a grander scale. So there's now a Simpsons parody opening. Have you seen this? Where the Simpsons do the Succession opening theme.
Really?
And
I've just done a Simpsons.
As you do?
As the guest villain.
What's the other one? Oh, there's a song. People have written lyrics to the Succession theme.
All right.
I'm going to give you some of the lyrics because they are extraordinary.
Oh, this is extraordinary.
Here we go. All the rich white folk are going to argue, and then whoever's best is going to win a kiss from Daddy.
Whoever's best is going to win a kiss from Daddy.
It goes on and on and on. It's from this amazing YouTuber called Demi. I need you to watch it. It is glorious.
Wow.
Get a kiss Daddy.
Yeah, I'm saying that one.
How hard
That's
is
good.
it? How hard is it for you to get the theme out of your head? Because I honestly need to
The actual theme song with Nicholas is... it's impossible. Anytime I see a helicopter anytime. It might have been a police helicopter and I'm going...
that really, really makes me feel better.
Hey, Mondale. Wish me luck, buddy. Wish me luck. What's that? Good luck, Tom. Hope it goes well.
How many times in your life, in these interviews, do you get people saying, why are Shiv and Tom together?
Yeah.
Do they really love each other?
Yeah.
Thousands, right?
Yeah.
And you must be like, it's a show. They're all a little strange.
Yeah.
Succession.
Yeah. Sure. Why do you think that they're together?
I think that they're together, and I really have thought about this a lot.
Great.
It's because Shiv needs to have somebody who is, without any problems, totally in love with her. A weaker person who is just in love, and that makes her feel what she needs to feel when she's surrounded by all these...
Yeah.
She needs that lift. And Tom is obviously essentially a leech.
Sure.
of a fashion who wants to take your name and just generally, be part of the cool boy rich club. So there's a sort of symbiotic.
Yeah, it's a mutual needs cancelling out each other.
Yeah.
Or they help each other, sure. I think there's also, like, for Shiv, she's a person who struggles with being vulnerable. And having somebody who loves her without her having to stretch into the vulnerability of love is nice.
Whoa. I'm just paying homage.
Big, lovely, slightly oily security blanket.
Yes.
Bless him.
Legionous, yeah.
What's that? You miss me? Well, I miss you too. Maybe we should arrange a date while she's not around.
You're weird.
No, you are weird.
Can you pick between your two most iconic on-screen proposal scenes?
Well, probably. I did enjoy the Mr. Darcy one, even though it was quite fraught.
Please do me the honor of accepting my hand.
It's like.
And you're drenched.
I'm
Take
drenched.
5? Really?
Yeah. Bring out the hairdryers. And there is the one with Sarah in the hospital, as her father's on his deathbed.
Hey, look,
Oh
stop,
my
stop.
God, in the movie.
There's something I have to say to you.
What?
Siobhan Roy,
Oh my God.
will you marry me?
Just a sort of classic, bit of Wamsgan's bad timing.
While your dad's still with us, wouldn't that be a nice thing? We can get a quick wedding.
What? Is it about my dad dying in a sterile environment that screams big romantic gesture to you?
How does it feel to know that there is a bust of you as Mr. Darcy at Chatsworth right now?
Peculiar. Apparently there's a sign saying do not kiss.
Good to know.
Weird.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm glad I know that now.
Yeah.
Do you have a personal favourite moment of Sarah's side-eye? Because
Yeah.
I would argue it's you in the car suggesting that you take her surname.
Yeah, that's it.
Because
it's brilliant.
Did you think again about whether we want to go Wamsgans? Or Roy Wamsgans?
it's like, I'm so glad I'm watching this on playback so I can pause, like, scream into the sofa and then carry on.
It's just on the way to the rehearsal of the wedding. And I keep trying. Wamsgans Roy Wamsgans. Or maybe just Roy, or Wams. Yeah, then he just said, or just Roy. And the look she gives me is just...
Or, as I said, I'd be willing to just drop traditional and go Tom Roy, in fact, for myself.
Whoever cooked up the surname Wamsgan, it just makes that joke all the better. Because even getting out of your mouth, you're like...
Yeah, it's just a wonderful name. And it's not, and I don't want to, that it is a name. So that, there are people with this
I'm
name.
called Ali Plumb. Don't worry about the silly name.
It's a nice
for it.
name. Yeah. But
Kind.
something about Wamsgans which just tells me how to play the part. It's something sort of wombs and glands and there's the S's and M's and B's and it's just sort of oleaginous, weird, greasy name.
I'm embarrassed to say I'm genuinely going to have to go look up that word. The whole you've got to break some Gregs to make a Tomelette thing.
Yeah.
Is that now following you around like a bad smell?
No, not really. It's just a lovely. That is genuinely very gratifying when those lines go. Those sort of magic.
Just
lines.
I want to show you this incredible photograph which I discovered online, which was of somebody who's got a T-shirt, which is essentially a massive list of emails.
Yeah.
Just for my own recipe book, in order to make the best Tomelette,
Yeah.
I've got one ingredient, which is Greg's.
Yeah.
What else goes in there?
There's some filthy ingredients which I won't name. Yeah.
I think some bitterness, something bitter,
Something. Yeah.
bile.
Yeah. Maybe the eggs are a bit off. Maybe they're a bit sort of past their sell-by date.
Make sure that they're just
Yeah.
after the date on the egg.
Yeah.
Then it's got
Yeah.
it. Do you have a favourite moment of side-eye? When I was talking to Matthew, we both thought it was in the car asking for the surname.
Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah.
I try to do your side-eye, but I can tell I'm overcooking it every time. It's always like...
I mean, I feel like I would overcook it if I was to try.
Somebody says
I
side-eye
look
and
like
you go,
some strange parrot. Like,
I can't help myself. Tell me, when is the most awkward you felt on this show?
as a character or as an actor?
As an actor, thinking, please, can we wrap this in 3 takes? Ideally 2, maybe 1.
Whoa. I don't know, actually. I love my job, so I'm happy to keep going. I love hanging out with everybody.
I'm really up for telling you on our wedding night that this is an open relationship.
Yeah,
I'll do it 10 times.
Yeah. That's a hard one.
Just not sure I'm a good fit for a monogamous marriage.
Right. Okay.
But those are the ones that make us laugh the most, which sounds counterintuitive, but I mean, not that one in particular, but some of the scenes where Shiv is either stonewalling or blanking on Tom's neediness, those are the ones that Matthew and I laugh at the most, because there's no punchline or like joke or bit, but it is just so cruel and so uncomfortable and awkward that we can't help laugh.
Is it okay? I mean, is that okay to say to you?
Of course. Yeah, I kind of wish, I guess maybe we talked about this before our wedding night.
Yeah.
My sides would be splitting when Matt is throwing rocks and saying,
yeah.
I love you, Rock.
Bye, Rock.
I love you. I love this rock. Bye, Rock. You're dead. What does it mean?
Yeah.
Is there a key moment that sticks in your mind of, I'm sorry, I've broken, I keep corpsing?
We had to cut the end of the when he comes onto the boat and after that scene and eats the chicken off Logan's plate, because he eats the chicken and goes, "Thank you for the chicken, Logan."
Thank you for the chicken.
Puts it down and then walks towards me and goes, "Is that all right? What's he doing? Is he looking at me?" And then I'm like, "What the?" And I'm losing it as Sarah, because it's just so bananas. And then like we come around a corner and we're still shooting, and the rest of the scene played out. Like he's like, how do you think that went? And Shiv says, I've never seen the chicken power play before. Barely able to get that line out because it suddenly had a name and just it's so
amazing,
lame, you know.
So lame. I've got to leave you. I've got to go. But my last thought is, do you ever find yourself staring at the likes of Ryan Cox when he's doing his inscrutable smile frown face at the end of series 2 and just think, I can't deliver my next line?
I mean, it does all the acting for me, basically, because I just watch and go like, what is? But he's got such a beautiful face that you like. It's inscrutable.
I was talking to a journalist who sat down with him and just felt immediately very scared.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah. Good luck.
Logan, have you thought about the possibility that your children are actually scared of you?
Oh, fuck off. After what they've done to me, fuck off.
How often do you get fans in the street who spot you asking for you to tell them to...
All the time.
Go forth and multiply?
All the time.
Yeah.
It's happening all the time. As I was saying earlier, the most bizarre one was when I did I went to a Ronan Farrow launch of his book, Me Too. I was standing there, and then finally Ronan finished, and it was very, amazing what he was doing. He was an amazing job. And they all turned and they saw me. And they all rushed up to me and they pulled out their devices and said, "Can you tell me to beep off?" And I thought, this is a Me Too meeting. I mean, what extraordinary behaviour,
I tell you what does cut through, though, is you saying those two words.
I thank my roots for that, because the Scots and the Irish really know how to swear better than anybody. The Scots do it with an emphasis which is pretty hard. The Irish do it with great wit and charm.
Sir, it has been a sincere pleasure to slightly swear with you.
Thank
Honest
you.
and sincere fan of your work.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon to keep up to date. You can listen to my Radio 1 movies and TV podcast, Screen Time, on BBC Sounds. And you can find these interviews in full on BBC iPlayer by searching Movies with Ali Plumb.